Hello.
Yow!
The minutes after writing. It is July 19, and we stopped writing at 3:20, and it just turned. I'm sorry. We stopped writing at 3:20 p.m. and it just turned to 6:30 p.m. So that's 190 minutes after, right, Garrett?
Yeah, 190 minutes after.
That's 190 minutes after writing. So I guess I'll kick off today.
Go for it. Or do you want me to take over still because you're still tired?
Well, actually, honestly, to be frank, yeah, I prefer you talking. I'm just tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
Brandon is very exhausted this round, so I'll take it here.
Yes.
Brandon's sleep has been very difficult, very, very shaky, waking up every now and then, and unable to fall back asleep for the past few weeks now. And he's just correcting it, getting it back on track these past, 3 days, I want to say.
That's about
three days.
Yeah,
sounding
that's
right.
it. That's it.
Sounding
Yeah,
right.
that's
So writing takes its toll, especially when you're tired. And
certainly for me.
yeah. And I had mentioned in the previous video that writing went well yesterday, but we wrote too late, and it just wasn't right. I mean, we're not doing that shit again. Today we wrote correctly in accordance with Brandon's tiredness, because Brandon has the full strength to write late into the night, if he has good sleep. If he doesn't, fuck it. Only the sun's going to give him the strength to do so. And I'm repeating this again, for those of you who've seen the second video, but for those of you who this video is your first video, Brandon's like Superman with a Lex cut. I just want to say that shit. But today we did right. Today we wrote everything in the first session while the sun was out, exactly as Brandon wanted, and it went very well, and it was a lot of pages. It was like eight and a half pages. That's a lot to write, folks. That's a lot.
Actually, more than just the page count. I mean, that's just like is that the show we're writing, lots of characters, lots of details, and when we care deeply about our characters, where we want them to, I would say, funny thing, I want them to sound different. I don't want them, when it comes to our really big characters, we want them all to sound different, have a different flair to them. Because,
be characters.
Yeah, be characters. So, lots of details. This episode, also rough. Still, all that put together, yeah, today was a great day for me. I am very tired. So, yeah, you can keep going if you want to say more.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going, okay?
I'm fine. You can talk as much as you want. I'm just simply, just for the record, people, I'm just right here. I'm just tired. It was a good work day, but, man, fucking tired.
Yeah, he is. And bro works so hard. Like really fucking hard. You have any idea how tough this guy is?
I doubt it. They're only just seeing me now.
Well, maybe from the videos you could tell. After all, Brandon was the one who gave him a good licking on the Nintendo front.
Yeah, I was.
So fiercely and so fervently. I want to say this in this video. I wish I was more supportive in that video in that moment. Because, holy shit, that was incredible. And it inspired me. Now, for those of you who haven't seen that video, I don't know if you'll find. I don't know which one it is.
I have no idea which video that was.
I have no clue which one it is. But those of you who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Brandon was absolutely stunning. And so that kind of strength that my brother has inspires me every day. And today's writing was no different, short of just awesome. Bro and I did exactly what we wanted. We finished what we wanted. And we know going into tomorrow we'll have accomplished what we want as well. We have it set up in the right place to move forward. So what Brandon, talk about the scene at hand, the segment at hand. It was a culmination of a bunch of characters that we had already previously developed that sort of have, like, you can say maybe a meeting sense where they converse and discuss various things. I got to be as vague as I can.
We don't want to spoil our show by saying, this character said this, but then when the character talked about this, is referring to that happened 5 episodes ago, and then this refers to this that's going to then link it to 10 episodes later. We don't want to say something like that. That's spoiling.
But that's essentially the essence of the scene, and it encompasses again the episode as a whole, the very difficult nature of this episode. This segment is like a reinforcement and a story and plot developments that shed light on kind of a situation where actually it's like you knew this is how things are in this episode, but now you really know.
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of how it was handled with these group of characters in this situation, in this scene, and it was meant to be that. And I was excited to write it, and I'm glad we had written it. There's still some of it left, actually. That's how vast the scene was, the segment.
Yeah, the segment actually is technically really huge. I mean, like, really, like front page wise and content wise, it's actually really big.
Yeah, we had written like I don't know if I said it in the previous one or this one. Eight. I don't. I might have in the previous one. This one was like eight and a half pages. 8.5 pages were written for this one.
Yeah.
And if I had already said it in this one, it's hilarious that I forgot. But 8.5 pages, and there's probably, from what I can tell, surmise from what our segments say, that there's about up to another 5 pages left, maybe even 6. So
yeah, depending how things go, definitely around that range.
Yeah. So the entirety of the segment is a big one, and this was the biggest segment of the entire episode planned.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to go down a very specific way. We accomplished that. And as typical, doubts I had about the segment itself when it was in segment form washed away when we had written it, and that just happens to me a lot.
In case you can't remember, of course, how could you remember? There's a lot of these fucking minutes afters. No, just then I'll reiterate it. Garrett, Garrett is not forgetful. Garrett remembers everything important in our really big fucking show. Garrett is just very in the moment, combo with a lot of insecurities Garrett's had before, but I'd say more so a bigger one. Garrett's like really in the moment, where literally we have we write like one segment, then we write the next segment. Garrett literally forgets what happened last segment, but but when the essentials come up, when it's time to link up what happened in the past, Garrett remembers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of fun like that. Kind of funny like that and fun.
Yeah, I remember when must be remembered, and I forget what is just kind of comical.
And I say funny because it's funny because Garrett is really smart and he forgets some of this stuff, which is funny. But I say the fun part is because if it really annoyed me, I would tell Garrett to cut it out.
And I would.
But has not harmed Garrett and hasn't harmed me. So I'm just like, if it hasn't harmed any of us, why the heck should Garrett stop?
No real reason.
Yeah. So that's why.
So
it's exactly that, fun and funny.
So that's how today unfolded, and I'm very much looking forward to completing the segment tomorrow. That's our plan, and we are going to complete it.
Yeah. Technically speaking, it's as far as what we have to cover tomorrow from what we covered today, is certainly less.
Yeah, a lot less.
Yeah, it's a lot less. This one was like we took care of the chunk.
Yeah.
And
left the last bit.
This one is
the 2/3, I'd say. So the last third is to go.
This one is where
I know it doesn't make sense with the math of the page count, but it makes sense with the feeling.
It makes sense with the feeling and what Garrett and I, what we mean by what we want to accomplish, and
the essence of the segment.
Yes, thank you. The essence of the segment, absolutely.
Yeah.
Today, I want to describe right now is to me like an example of a day where I don't welcome these days, but I'll rise to the challenge when they come along. And what it is I get everything I want. I work first thing after Garrett and I eat our first meal. Sun's nice and bright. Garrett and I are peppy, and we're ready to write. And it's really, 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 really tiring for me, just because of how much and I say truly how much we have to write. Because Garrett and I knew that today, if we didn't write this big chunk, the certain chunk today of the segment, we would not be able to finish the rest of the segment tomorrow. And there was no middle point. We couldn't write a bit of it and then save a little bit and combine it with tomorrow's work. Now Garrett and I
perhaps hope that we could accomplish.
Garrett and I knew it's that knowing beyond all anything. It's that knowing everything without needing to detail every single aspect of it. We had to do this much, or we were not going to finish the amount we would have liked to finish for tomorrow. So to round up with it's one of these really rough days where you have to do something, where you have to push just a little bit or a lot, but at the end and of the journey, and actually the journey of itself, I have no regrets. I do not wish I did it any other way, because I got everything I wanted and I did everything I wanted. I'm just really fucking tired, and I just want to kick back and play Death Stranding 2.
So do I.
Yeah, I just want to say that right now. That's it.
That was nice.
Well, that's how
that was really well said. I love that. I love when Brandon says these things. I fucking love it. That's one of my favorite parts of the minutes after. When you say things like that, and I hear you talk like that, I fucking love it every single goddamn time.
I get this a lot because, well, Garrett's the coolest guy ever.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
But we will get to Death Stranding 2 in just a moment. I just want to say, obviously, though, spiritually for Brandon, energetically, you can tell it all went the correct way for him because one telltale sign in a tangible format is when we exercise.
Yeah.
Brandon, we have like recumbent bikes in house that we just bike every day.
Yeah, we like to exercise. It's actually fun. It's actually fun for us.
Yeah, 30 minutes, pretty intense. We sweat a lot, and we listen to music on our television that we hook up.
We plug it in,
and it booms through the sound bar and stuff like that. The playlist that we have set up.
Yes.
And typically Brandon's average is like under 7 miles or something like that, like around 6.5.
Well, actually,
even when you're pedaling fast.
Well, actually, no. Particularly because of my.
Because he's tired.
Because of my funky sleep.
Because he's tired, it's a lower average. Well, Brandon exceeded even his average even when he's awake today.
Actually, no. My average I thought was 7.4.
Oh, right.
Well, but the idea is I hit 7.
7 miles.
I hit 7 miles, and the reason why it was particularly, I can explain to you why it's particularly shocking for me.
Yeah, it shocked him as much as it shocked me.
Because I was kind of doing it almost mindlessly. I would just.
Oh.
The idea was when I was pedaling, because for those of you, I don't know how you work, but certainly for me and Garrett, when you're tired, it could be very unhealthy to
push the body,
to rigorously push the body. You could get sick and maybe mess up some shit with that. Yeah, right?
Push your body when you have to, when you're exhausted. That's not a good idea.
So, like in the last video, we're talking about the past few weeks. My sleep has been really kind of bad, and only the past 3 days, my sleep has been getting back on track. Though it's still bumpy, it has been getting better
progressively every single day. It has been stepping forward, and no pauses or backwards.
Yeah, it has been getting better. Now to round back what I meant by mindlessly. The 2 days before this, when I biked, I was very conscientious because I like biking. Right now, I'm in this mode. I'm in this mode right now where I'm really having fun with exercising. And the 2 days ago, I was being very conscientious to make sure that I had this urge to like pedal faster. But like, no, Brandon, you got to pedal slower because you want to play it. You want to play it slow. You want to play it gradual because I like doing things that way. What I meant by today that I did unconsciously is that I was just biking. I wasn't even thinking go slow or go fast. I was just biking whatever felt right. Then I just checked the miles and it was 7. That's particularly shocked me. I thought it was going to be like 6, 8 or in the 6 range, not 7. So I was like, wow, okay, well, I feel good. So that's great.
Feeling good. And that has been a sign. Usually when Brandon bikes more, the harder he bikes is usually the happier he is.
Garrett is right. I have more strength. Yeah. Absolutely.
So the fact that he's tired and you can tell, and it doesn't necessarily show, he actually is very content inside and very happy. That's what I meant by spiritually.
Yeah.
You don't have to see it to actually have it. It doesn't have to show to be real.
Yeah.
So that I wanted to bring up because I thought that was just incredible and awesome that Brandon biked that hard. And now I'm good and I'm set and I'm ready to see you folks tomorrow. And Brandon, I got to get to Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Right back. We're getting right back to it. 70 hours of gameplay already put through it, and we're 70% through.
No, wait. No. We're either 77 hours or 80 hours, and we're 70% through the game. At least according to the PlayStation graph.
Oh, that would have been neat though. Almost 1 hour per percentage.
Yeah, that would have been kind of fun. Yeah. So see you tomorrow, or see you in the next video. Yeah.
See you tomorrow in the next video, folks. Bye.
Bye.
Death Stranding 2.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach.